So, you want to master the art of modifying your ride? Well, you've come to the right place.
Nice.
Today, we're diving into the process of building and modifying your car the right way. But
what's the right way,
you ask? It's a mix of factors, and we're breaking it all down in today's video, showing you the ultimate journey from stock to sick tight. I'm beyond thrilled to tackle this topic. I'm your host, Ricky Skids, and this is Skidded Media.
Aesthetic.
Now, there are countless ways to mod your car, but there's also an abundance of ways to turn your car into a bewildering, ugly, and underperforming mess while attempting to mod it. One vital factor to always keep in mind is your car's inherent aesthetic. Meaning, what was the manufacturer's original vision for your car? Was it meant to be sporty, luxurious, or motorsport inspired? And what are the origins of the manufacturer? Understanding this is the foundation for perfecting and complementing your car's aesthetic without transforming it into a confusing eyesore. For example, let's compare the Lexus LS400 and the Mitsubishi Evo, two very different cars. The LS400 screams luxury, so the VIP Bipu style is a perfect style to mod the LS400. With the VIP Bipu style, expensive 3-piece wheels, lowered suspension, and over-the-top interior mods perfectly accentuate the LS400's quirky JDM luxury vibe. On the flip side, the Evo has roots in rally racing, making it a beast in the dirt or the streets with its immense tuning potential. An OEM Plus track build aligning with its motorsport origins suits the Evo like a glove. With high quality custom coilovers, aftermarket sway bars and control arms, high quality lightweight one-piece wheels with flush fitment, bolt-ons, and a tune with splitters or aero that serves as function and form is the creme de la creme for an Evo. Now, imagine swapping styles between these two cars. It wouldn't do them justice. In fact, it turned them into quite the eyesore while never being able to reach their true potential. That's why your goal with modifying your car, whatever it may be, is to complement and accentuate the car's inherent aesthetic.
Psychology.
If you're not sure which direction to take your car's style, ask yourself a few questions before embarking on your build journey. Firstly,
why do you want to modify your car?
are you genuinely passionate about car culture and style? Or are you just doing it to stand out and seek attention so that you can fluff your ego? Or do you actually care about enhancing your car's personality and representing its roots? Once you figure these questions out, do your due diligence and research into the style you're inspired to take your car in. Soak in as much content on YouTube and Instagram that aligns with that style, and really pay attention to what works well and what doesn't. What's too much and what's too little. What wheels you like and what wheels you don't like. Figure out what fitment you like and ask questions to the owners about offset and wheel sizes. Before you even touch your car, you should have a general idea of what the end goal of your build is and the specifics.
Process.
Unless you're swimming in cash or have a sponsor, you're probably not going to perform all of your mods at once. In that case, I have a specific process to follow, ensuring that even if you're budgeting your build over time, it won't look odd, and it'll pave the way for future mods. First up, suspension. Whether you're opting for custom aftermarket coilovers or airbags, this should be your initial move. It sets the stage for the rest of your build. And if you can only afford suspension at the moment, don't worry about it. A slightly lowered stance on stock OEM wheels won't look awkward. When it comes to choosing between airbags and coilovers, it all boils down to your build priorities. For track builds, drift builds, or performance daily drivers, go Go with coilovers for a slightly stiffer and controlled suspension. If you're building a VIP ride, a stance daily, or crave instant adjustability over performance, airbags are your ticket to comfort, quick ride height adjustability, and that plush feeling. Along this suspension process, it'd be a good time to do bushings if you're looking for more performance. Whether that be poly or solid bushings for your differentials, subframe, transmission, or engine. Worn out bushings or stock bushings oftentimes just aren't made for high grip or power situations. Worn out or soft bushings can cause wheel hop and flex that lead to axle and other component breakage. New solid or poly bushings are a great upgrade for abusive situations. Keep in mind that proper suspension is a must when modifying your car and can make your car feel like a completely different animal. Whatever the application is, that is why it's first in the process. Wheels. With your suspension dialed in, it's time to roll on some sick wheels. With suspension and wheels combined, your car is surely going to look 100 times better than before if done correctly. Wheel choice is one of the most crucial aesthetic decisions you'll make, so get it right, please. Whether they're real wheels or reps, learn about wheel styles, sizes, offsets, and fitment. They can make or break your build. If you want to learn more about whether you should get real wheels or reps, be sure to subscribe to Skidded Media for a future video where we'll talk about the differences. Now, if you're not entirely familiar with these terms, do your homework and be sure to figure out what kind of fitment suits your style, whether it's tucked, flush, poke, or stance. Something else to understand is matching your wheels to your car's aesthetic is crucial, preventing you from ending up with a perplexing build. For instance, fitting sporty track-focused wheels on a VIP build is a no-no. Or putting piss gold wheels on a silver car are colors that clash too hard with each other and make your car honestly look ugly. Wheels and fitment can be one of the most difficult things to figure out in your build. So always do your research and ask questions to the owners of car builds that inspire you.
And paint.
Now that your suspension, wheels, and fitment are in place, it's time to think about body and paint. Achieving the right fitment might require fender work, larger over fenders, or fender flares to accommodate wider or deep dish wheels. If you're diving into body work, consider adding quality name brand body kit and fenders from companies like Vertex, BN Sports, Origin Labs, or Veilside. Make sure it's fitted right and ready before you go ahead and paint it. Now, if you're adding splitters, you can do so after painting. Just remember, splitters look cool, but they're even cooler when they serve a purpose. Balancing function and style is key along the body and paint process. Now, if you plan to change your car's color, ensure it complements your build and wheels. Having an idea of your desired color before starting your build will help you match it with your wheel choice. Again, the goal shouldn't be to be different just to be different, or to be unique just to grab attention.
So,
I should not be seeing purple wheels on a green car. Hulk colors will not complement your car whatsoever.
Damage!
Now, if you're not ready for a full paint job, consider a wrap. High quality paint jobs can be expensive, often exceeding $20,000 for show-worthy quality, and on the low end, $1,000 to $5,000 depending on prep and paint quality. Me personally, I would stay away from the super cheap paint jobs because you definitely pay for what you get. Also, factory paint is usually top-notch, so keep that in mind when purchasing your build car to ease the build process if you find your desired color. Now with wraps, that's something you could do yourself if you wanted to take that on, but it is time consuming and you might have to do it a few times to get it right. Next in the process is
Interior.
the importance of interior mods depend on your build purpose and priorities. If you're racing or competing, quick release steering wheels, bucket seats, and cages are essential. For VIP Bipple builds, interior modifications play a significant role in the aesthetic. Think chandeliers, window shades, and champagne trays. Again, always complement your interior with a balanced approach. Matching materials and colors without overdoing it. Now it's time to unleash the horsepower. Some argue that engine work should come first and aesthetics later. I beg to differ. Unless you're going for a sleeper look, prioritizing aesthetics first and then the engine last ensures you'll have a sick tight ride with solid suspension performance. Also, sometimes if you're really deep into a gnarly engine mod or engine swaps, your car could be down for months figuring out the bugs and getting everything sorted. For me, I'd rather be driving my car, unless I've truly prepared myself for my car to possibly be down for a while. But I say start with simple bolt-ons and work your way up from there. And a lot of simple bolt-ons can be done earlier in the process, like intake and exhaust. But I would recommend leaving the big stuff for last. I would also encourage you to learn how to do your own engine work and repairs. That way you have a better understanding of how things work, which can help with on-the-fly fixes and or with a realistic engine build plan. For me, that's why it's last in the process. So there you have it, a strategic roadmap for modifying your car the right way. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below if you agree or not on this process to build or modify your car. I think it's the better way of doing it. That way your car never really looks whack in the process. If you've enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe button and join us in growing the car community with Skidded Media. Remember, modifying cars is an art, so approach it thoughtfully and with a keen eye for aesthetics. Now, if you're eager to learn more about car mods, stay tuned for our upcoming videos. Also, make sure to tag @Skidded Media of a high quality picture of you drifting to have a chance to get featured on our Skidder of the Month post on skiddedmedia.com and get a private collection Skidded Media t-shirt that's not available for sale. Thanks for your continued support. Stay sick tight.